Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And guys, the content that we're going to talk about today is the Secret Service getting a little trigger happy around a carjacking in one of the most safe places ever because of gun control. This is one of those stories you're going to want to see. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to point out something that is glaringly obvious, which gun controllers want to bury under the rug. Now, of course, make sure you like that video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice daily, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. All right, my brothers and sisters, we got to get into this, because keep in mind, this happened in Washington, D.C. That's a very important part of the story. This is a gun control zone. This is perfect. Everything is great. Nothing bad could ever happen there, except the fact that it's a cesspool of crime. Anyway, Secret Service be popping off. Check this out. Secret Service agent fires gun amid car break-in while protecting Biden granddaughter. Secret Service agent assigned to protect Naomi Biden opens fire in Georgetown neighborhood. Now, this is a breaking story, but I wanted to say something pretty key here. Was there threat to bodily harm to either the protectee or the agents? No. Is there a duty to retreat in these gun control zones? Would you get pinched on this? I think Jared's actual title was, you'd go to jail for this on this content. Yeah, he's right. You would. But anyway, that's not what I want to really bring up. I want to just highlight on a high level here how incredibly efficient this all turned out to be. And by efficient, I mean the worst ever. A U.S. Secret Service agent assigned to protect the president's granddaughter, Naomi, opened fire overnight at an attempted car break-in at suspects in Washington, D.C. Around 11:58 p.m. on Sunday in the Georgetown neighborhood of D.C., Secret Service agents encountered possibly 3 individuals breaking a window on a parked and unoccupied government vehicle. The agency confirmed. Well, that's a little vague. It's not just any government vehicle. The Secret Service agent's vehicle was getting carjacked in Washington, D.C. So what did they do? Obviously, you draw down and you start cracking off rounds. 3 assailants, all in one location, huddled around a car. No shots landed. Anyone else feeling real good right now? Okay. During the encounter, a federal agent discharged a service weapon, and it is believed no one was struck, the Secret Service said. The offenders immediately fled the scene in a red vehicle, and there was a bolo put out. Well, hold on a second. That's interesting because we've now got rounds being fired off by government officials' protective details, but they were talking about a car? So not only is the obvious elephant in the room, Washington, D.C. is so screwed up and so ridden with crime that even Secret Service agents are getting jacked. These guys just popped off rounds on the street with no threat to bodily harm or anybody? Yeah, check this out. Quote, there was no threat to any protectees, and the incident is being investigated by the D.C. Metro Police and the Secret Service. No threat of bodily harm to the protectees or the agents, and they're firing off rounds? Anybody else kind of translating what would happen if you or I did that exact same thing around a car, an inanimate object? Meanwhile, nationally across the country in San Francisco, they're making it illegal to use a gun to protect property. You seeing the vibe here? Just saying. But it is after the dear leader's daughter, so you got to factor that in. Secret Service agents were out with Naomi Biden, the 29-year-old eldest daughter of Hunter Biden, and his ex-wife Kathleen Buell in the Georgetown neighborhood late Sunday night when they saw 3 people trying to break in their parked and unmarked Secret Service SUV in the nation's capital. These people have balls. 3 people were trying to jack this car. Multiple agents, cracked off rounds, didn't land a single one. I'm not wishing for ill will on anybody, but if you're going to do it, I would think that the detail protecting the, important people in our country would be a little better than that. But anyway, Washington has seen, after all, a significant rise in the number of carjackings and car thefts in this year. Police have reported more than 650 carjackings this year and more than 6,000 reports of stolen vehicles in the district. United States Representative Henry Cuellar of Texas was carjacked near the Capitol last month by 3 armed assailants who stole his car but didn't physically harm him. DC's sounding real good. You ever want to know what gun control brings you? This is what gun control brings you. Brings you an area where the criminals fear no one. Even the Secret Service agents who are actually armed can't land shots when they're stealing a government Secret Service vehicle. You can't make this stuff up. But that's one heck of a way to start on Monday. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.